wife, Nicole Poultry Bell, asked the community to come out. Instead of her celebrating her first wedding anniversary, she's here holding a candlelight vigil to mourn the death of a husband who died too soon. Come with us as we go back into the struggle.
What we're doing is we're coming out and we're showing our support. We're taking a positive stand against injustice, against racism. And right now we're looking at racism in the form or the color of blue. We're standing up for the murder of Sean Bell, 50 shots, the way we see it. It's a cold night, but as you can see, when you look around, the community is out, we're standing, we're voicing our opinion. A lot of the political leaders are out here, and it's not just for show, all right? We have to get back to loving one another, respecting one another. And when we love and respect one another, something like this will never happen again. Let's stand up, let's be counted, all right? If we don't stand for something, we'll fall for anything. You heard it first right here from the photographer. One love.
Where Sean Bell was shot.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I was just, you can just let it explain. I was just
Okay.
saying, this is where Sean Bell was shot. You can turn the music up, if you want to hear.
Okay.
This is the band Judah Tribe. Sean Bell's, or Nicole Poultry Bell's husband is playing the piano. This is some of the credits that I put in to tell you what's happening for people who don't know. At 11 o'clock p.m., November 24, 2007, activists against police brutality and supporters of Sean Bell began to gather for a memorial service and all night candlelight vigil on Liverpool, which is where exactly 1 year earlier, 5 members of NYPD fired 50 shots into Sean's car, killing him and wounding 2 of his best friends. So what this is done, showing you how the activists come out. This is how I feel we should be doing with our stuff. We're telling the story that the major media won't tell the way they tell it. So the song is, every day of our life we got to fight. Every day we got to fight for our lives. That's Sean's wife's husband, Nicole Poultry Bell. And it was extremely cold out there that night, below zero. And seems like every day we got to fight for our lives, and that's what we do. And what I do is produce documentary films to tell these kind of stories. This is the stuff that New York Times, New York Post, Daily News won't tell you the same way we're telling you. This is the candlelight business, where people are just coming and bringing candles and hand them on. Which I don't have to tell you, I guess you can see. Newspaper articles, I'm a member of the National Newspaper Publishers Association, and I believe that each of us have a responsibility to tell our story. Because when we talk about it, there was a guy by the name of Paul Joseph Goebbels. Paul Joseph Goebbels said it back in early 30s. That was Adolf Hitler's publicity man, his media man. And what Goebbels said is, he who controls the medium controls the media. And he who controls the media controls the message. And he who controls the message controls the masses. We are controlled, because the message that's coming out is what's controlling us. So what I do, this is what we call a vision board, which I put together. Just to show you a little bit about the work I've done. Well, since I got this starting off, this is a film, The Black Godfather. This is me. I did all of the promo for The Black Godfather. I was the person they used. Here we see Reverend Dr. Y.T. Walker. This was Martin Luther King's chief of staff. And okay, I'm gonna give you some shots of this. Let me, so they can see it. And this here, now you remember when Sean Bell got caught and there was the thousands and 60, 70,000 people marching down the street. Well, to get involved in that, I was at the time the president of the National Action Network, Reverend Sharpton's organization. And so I was running that. This is a poster that I made. We're down on Wall Street. We shut it down. We need smart cops, not dumb bullets. And that had to deal with they were using the dumb bullets, which they were shooting and killing us with, left and right. Over here, these are articles that I've written in the newspaper. This is talking about the psychological terrorism of people of color. We can always express ourselves in what we do, tell our story. Down here, our family courts have fought ACS, which is the Administration for Children's Services, communities, even more devastating to our community than police brutality. So we talk about police brutality and Sean Bell getting killed. Yes, Sean Bell got killed, but what they was talking about in Kunta Kinte was talking about them taking our children. Well, that's what ACS is still doing. 98% of the children in foster care are African American or Latino. Less than 1% are white. And then we got people who are working for ACS and those different agencies. Well, they're children that need to be protected, but most of them are being abused. And this is me. This is One Proud Dad. God don't make no jump. So this is about my daughter, my little princess. She's a journalist now. She went to Penn State University. She works for MTV. She's a producer. So this is the kind of stuff that I do to tell the stories. And this is here, of course, my hero, Namaskar, Barack Obama. This is me when I was a little boy, living down a few miles in a place called Bessemer, Alabama, just a few miles outside of racist Birmingham. And this is my hero, Miney Mouse. And it says here, don't worry, Mr. President, because we know they all trying to get him. This little mouse in me gonna protect you for always. Thank you. This is me, I'm also a model. And so this is work that I was doing, ads for Time magazine. This is me in high school doing, when I was wrestling, I've always been active. I was all-state city champion, undefeated. This is me here at the bottom, is also doing modeling and advertising when I was doing the Olympics. I wasn't in the Olympics, but they chose me to promote the Olympic uniforms. This is some of the early stuff. Down here you can see this says the Funky Dog. The Funky Dog is a feature film that I've written based on the Ebony Fashion Fair. And I've been out to Hollywood, I've been out to Acapulco with the Black Film Festival trying to sell this film. And there were people that were interested in it. Robert Townsend, David Dukes, all of the, Bill Duke, David Dukes, wrong dude. Bill Dukes, that were very interested in this film, but they already were working on projects, and I didn't understand that. That was my problem. That's what you can't have is your problem. My problem was that I got pissed off because they didn't want to take my project when I knew it was great, but they had already committed to 2 or 3 different projects. So sometimes it goes 2 or 3 years in the back. I just put it back on the shelf, and it's been sitting here. This is the film that the brother came in and was doing the diagrams of. And here again, this is the only demonstration that's ever been held in front of Mayor Bloomberg's house that I led. Notice I'm dressed up in a tuxedo. Again, it's about media. The idea was that you couldn't hold demonstrations there, so I figured nobody wanted to do any demonstrations. Nobody could do any demonstrations. The mayor wasn't going to allow it, and nobody wanted to have dinner with the mayor at that time. So I said, okay, I'll dress up in a tuxedo and say, guess who's coming to dinner? I brought 100 black and Latino people from Harlem down there, and the police were going to arrest me. That's what's happening now. That's the chief of police there, not the chief of police, but the chief inspector, Mayor Bloomberg's man, telling me that we can't do it or we're going to jail. So I said, I tell you what, you don't let us march around this block for at least 1 hour, I'm going to call the demonstration off. And then I just have these 100 black and Latino people hang out in the neighborhood. Ain't no law against that, is it? Again, it's outsmarting them, playing their mind. Down here is a film I did called, the habit called Heroin. And this is me. I didn't shoot this, but this was me. I was an actor in the film. And selling drugs in Chicago at a place. And these, again, just some more stuff. This is me going to jail. This is me and Reverend Sharpton. This is down here at the, that's City Hall. This is protesting against the police not allowing poor people to sleep in the park. So they were getting arrested. Over here, again, this is me shooting a film, working on a film. This is me, Woody Henderson, when I'm running for office. I'm also a comedian, for those of you who don't know. While one laughs, he cannot hate. And that's it. And that's where's the cover of my album? Oh, up here. This is from the cover of my album. And it says arts, witty, wacky, witty, going far, whatever. Okay. And this is my logo. It says a struggle for justice. That emblem in the back is a Dinka sign. It's an African American Dinka sign, and it means fear none but God. Or you can say, fear none but God.
Is that a cross?
Yeah,
Is that what?
across.
Yeah, that's me. I do a piece interpreting Jesus. And yes, that's me. Every Easter, I've been doing this for years. People come from Tokyo, Japan, all over, Africa, all over to see this every year.
Where you do that at, man?
At Canaan Baptist Church, I've been doing it for years. And it's on the, you can go on YouTube and see it. Just my YouTube site called Woody Henderson's channel, A Struggle for Justice. And this is me at City Hall when I was running for City Council, and the people that endorsed me, the different people here. And a lot of stuff I'm not on here on. This again is that, now this, some of you might have seen recently when the Whole Foods was had that boycott.
Yeah,
Well, I was the one that took that to the media and got the media to come out and cover that. And so this is talking about me and why I stopped that. And I made them close it down in less than 24 hours.
Obama chicken, right?
The Obama chicken, right. Yeah. That was, yeah. They got, that's President Obama. They got him eating chicken like a mad dog, you know.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's what that was. And so those of us who go in and support Whole Foods and spend your money in there, and what I was telling them on NBC was that, no, we can't shut them down, but I guarantee you we can cut off their margin of profit. And that's what we have to do. I know for a fact there's $20, $30 a week I used to spend that he don't get anymore. And so here, this is underneath here. This is a poem, Amadou Diallo, "Ode to Those Who Could Not Come." When the Amadou Diallo shooting was going on, there was a lot of people that wanted to get involved in that, but that couldn't come out. There were police officers who used to come up to me and say, "Oh, I would love to come out there, but I'll lose my job if I do. But I just want to let you know I support you." So I wrote this poem called "Ode to Those Who Could Not Come." I'm not going to read it now, but I will guarantee you it is powerful.
Okay, no,
Powerful.
all right, 2 minutes.
Okay.
No. Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay, wrap it up.
All right. And this again on the back is just some other stuff here. Okay, yeah, well, I'm just going to do this back. This is with, what's his name? What's his name? My God, I shouldn't even say that. Nelson Mandela, when he was in jail. This was the first time I went to jail in support of Nelson Mandela. And it talks about serious comic Woody Henderson, young comedian. I was young then. A young comedian was among those who marched in support of African National Congress and Southwestern Africa People's Organization against apartheid. He was throwing punchlines to the jaws of South Africa. So these are things that you can do. Can't nobody stop you but you. So that's it. This is Dr. Adelaide Sanford.
That's right.
Was the vice chancellor of the schools, and this is a picture of my brother who opened the Studio Museum of Art. He did the first museum there called a group called Afro Cobra, presenting a photo to him. And this is again a piece with me and Mayor Dinkins and whatever, Reverend Sharpton. And this again is me fighting for children and the ACS issue. That's my main passion. And this is me with David, what's his name?
Charles Barron.
Charles Barron. Jesus Christ. When we first came out to protest against the appointment of the Chancellor, Joe Klein. So that's what I do. And I'm here in this class to learn better techniques, and I've also learned a lot from you all on how to work with people, how to deal with people, and to get different stuff. So you can make your own things. These films, like this, it airs. I have a TV show that airs every Monday night at 10 o'clock on Channel 34. And then there's my YouTube site where I constantly put it on. So like the stuff we did in this class, the professor puts it on his YouTube channel. So you can tell your own stories and get it out there. But what we really need to do more than anything else, in my opinion, is we got to fight for our rights. We got to fight, really fight. And until we can save one generation of our children, we'll never be free.
Agree.
Now, putting this together, with all the stuff that I've done, I must say that coming in this class and working with Professor McAllister, it has been a blessing for me because I've learned a lot. And I've noticed a lot of you all has learned a lot too. We need to come up, for those of you who don't know out there, by the way, come out to the College of New Rochelle. Not just the College of New Rochelle, but the College of New Rochelle up on 149th Street, Cardinal O'Connell campus in the South Bronx. All right.
Yeah, very good.
Building it back up.